Well, our Target member, Craig, uploaded a video of Is There Anybody Out There, a song you've been working on that is available in the Target program, and just have a couple things I want to tell him about what's going on there. So Craig, really good control of your right hand in the picking there of Is There Anybody Out There. I really like the way you're very consistent with when you move, when you use a double thumb, or when you use your first finger in a shifted position, things like that. So everything with your right hand is really good. What I'd like you to do is not look at it so much. So see if you can get used to looking at your left hand or looking up or something like that, so that you're not as glued here, because every once in a while then when you look away, things can happen down here. So get used to playing without looking at your right hand. Watch out for the very last note of each arpeggio before you change chords, and try to make sure that that comes out as clean as possible. In my video on House of the Rising Sun, I talk about sometimes not even worrying about it, letting the last note be open. But this is something you could work on to improve your technique and just have another tool down, and that is make sure that the last note is very clean before you change. Don't let this happen. Now, you did a good job here with the stretches and making that happen. One more thing to be really careful of, and this is a really common problem. The hammer-ons are a little too quick, and this is normal. This is what happens every time somebody tries to do a hammer-on. They usually go as fast as possible. So when you're doing a hammer-on or a pull-off, you have to be really aware of making sure that your left hand moves at the time your right hand would have hit that note if you were going to hit it, and that's the key. You don't want it to sound like this. It needs to be. And it seems like that part gets a little bit blurry, so slow it down a little bit and really go back and focus on what's on the right sequence of notes and everything in there, and making sure that your right hand is doing the right thing. Now, I really appreciate the fact that you did it kind of like in one take, and we're not too worried about going back and making it perfect. That is a really, really great attribute and thing for everybody to aspire to, is just go out there and put out. I tell people this all the time in lessons, and that is, when you're playing it, for me or for anybody, don't ever try to play the absolute best version you've ever done. Just shoot for an average performance. And you did a great example there of getting the song and making it, I mean, it was very musical, it was everything was really good. You get too caught up in details about trying to make everything perfect, and as Reverend Gary Davis said, if you go out there trying to play it perfectly, you've just made your first mistake. So anyhow, great job, Craig, and again, I really appreciate everybody uploading their videos, and it was nice to hear Is There Anybody Out There, of course, from The Wall, 1980.